Oh, hello. We are back, everyone. 7 p.m. every Thursday with the number one phone-in gardening podcast in the world. I think the Sunday Times called it very slightly annoying, but brilliant. They did say that a year ago, so they should probably come back and re-review it. My name's Lee Connolly, Skin Jean Garner. Hope you are all well. I'm well excited tonight to get into tonight's show. So much to talk about. So if you fancy joining it, join it. Great start. You're beaming positivity and radiance. You look amazing, mate. What just happened? Hey, mate. Or, right, I love singing, all right? So I could be a singer, you could be a backing dancer, band. Oh, my God. Oh, I know this. Oh, guys. Right. Oh, my God. Oh, right. We're just going to have to go off script for a second. Absolutely idiot-proof. Oh, my gosh, Danny. Forget it. Get out of here. That was unexpected. Alright, okay, right. We're not going to do the whole 3 minutes of this, but I felt like it was not normal to start this show without this song. Just say hello to everyone. Hello, podcast listeners as well. The full audio from this show goes out in the podcast on Sundays. The full audio, not edited, full. Right. Let me know in the comments if you're about. Hello, good evening. It's nice to be back, isn't it? It's nice. It's nice outside, isn't it? You could just sit in the sun. Just sit in the sun and listen to this. What was I going to do? What was I going to do? Good. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Wait a second. Look at this. You can't hear it. You can't actually see this. Oh, stop the music for a second. Start the first show back, everyone. Look at this. On the cable. Hang on, wait. Can I get this? A little. It's the new. Oh, he's gone on my hand. It's the new podcast Ladybird. Sure. Nature. There we go. Where are we going to put you, mate? What should we call him? What a beginning. He's just going to crawl on me. Okay. How are we doing, everyone? Good evening to Richard. Good evening to Stuart. Let me know in the comments tonight. You can also call in 0742 Oh, he's really crawling. 0742 357 4520. I feel like we could be might be a little bit rusty. I'll be honest with you. The Ladybird's thrown me to start the show. I really need you to go over there, mate. Okay, I'm going to try and do a show for a couple of hours. Is that all right? Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. It has been a month and a half. Oh, by the way, you can also stream yourself into the show if you fancy it. It's been a month and a half of no podcast. You missed me? What do you mean you didn't notice I was gone? Something happened, right? So I announced, I'm not doing like in a big dramatic way, right? I'm not doing any more garden shows anymore. And for some reason, the listener figures went up. As if to say, well, that's Andy. We'll just listen. We'll listen now. They went up. Thanks for listening. If you did, I really appreciate it. Hey, before we've got some brand new sponsors on the show, right? Some brand new sponsors. Works Tools. We're going to talk about them later. We're going to see what they're going to be sending me. All right, some absolute quality gear. On the website it says innovation is what drives us. That's a bit like a show, isn't it? Some brand new tools to show you from them. Best Days Vintage. Also sponsoring. So sustainable vintage, feel good. What is it? Feel good print and positive well-being. Everyone, you would have seen me supporting their. I ain't going one on tonight. I should wear one of their tops tonight, really. Some of their clobber. Also, we'll be talking about the school Garden Success Plan. And we've got some more sponsors joining us over the coming weeks, which I'm very, very excited about. Right, where have I been? I hear you, what you're saying. Where have you been, Lee? Shall I explain the format first? Because you would have known that I was on streamed 5 nights a week before I crashed and burned. Not really surprising, is it? Let's be honest. It's not really surprising. 4 nights a week. We were putting out a podcast pretty much every day. Now, actually, this year we put out the best of, didn't we, of the 4 days. Now, if you want to tune in, and it's worth tuning in because that's where the prizes are, everybody. If you want to tune in, we stream Thursdays only, 7 p.m. Thursdays only, 7 p.m. A couple of hours. I'm not putting a time limit on it. A couple of hours. I did say 3 hours at one point. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do 3 hours. A couple of hours. Thursday, 7 p.m. UK time. If you listen to the podcast, I know we've got some people outside the UK, not the whole world. Not the whole world listens to this. That'd be brilliant. UK time, 7 p.m. We stream on my social medias, Works YouTube channel. That will be coming next week. I'll be on their YouTube channel. And any other sponsors we get will be on their channels as well. Okay. Thursdays, 7 p.m. If you're listening on the podcast, it's still Sundays. If you just listen, I know a lot more people listen to the podcast because you're lazy. You don't want to tune in visually. If you listen, you'll still get the audio on a Sunday, all right? Still get the audio on a Sunday. Does that clear that up? No more nightly, every night. It's too much. It's taking me away from that thing called life. Everyone, I've realised it does exist. It does exist. It's somewhere. It does exist. It does. Good evening, Liam. Hope you're good. He's just sorted Jensen out for bed. Look at that. I mean, when you put him to bed at this time, when it's still light outside, I know Oliver's like, it's still light outside. I said bedtime. Dad used to go to bed at 6. You got lucky you go to bed at 7. Beddos. Good evening, Lee. Thought it was tomorrow you were back. Nice to see you, but you need a shave. What? What's he talking about? The best I've... What's he talking about? Best I ever had, Beddos. Good to see you, my friend. You can call in. Like I say, it is worth watching live because that is where the competitions are at. And tonight's competition, we are giving away, for the next couple of weeks, we're going to give away tickets to Gardener's World Spring Fair. Shall we have a little... Let me have a little look. Right, so when's the next bank holiday? In about 3 weeks' time? It's Gardener's World Spring Fair. It's not the one in Birmingham. Where is this one? It's Booley? Let me have a look. Let me have a little search. Gardeners. We've got tickets to give away. All you have to do, I should probably tell you how to win them. All you have to do to win them, call in tonight. And tonight, we will announce the winner. If you listen on the podcast, I told you you should watch live. Tonight, we'll announce the winner. So if you call in tonight, you could be a winner, baby. Let's have a little look at this. Right. Can I share the screen? I forgot how to use this stuff. Expect some technical difficulties. It's going to happen. Right, here we go. Share screen. Right, so I'm going on the Sunday, everyone. All right. I think Suggs is coming on the Sunday. Good evening, Simon. How you doing? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Right. Yes, I'm going on the Sunday. So if you win tickets, everyone, and you want to meet on the Sunday, why is everything going so slow tonight? Okay. And you want to go on the Sunday and say hello, then we will be there. Right, select show. Gardeners World Spring Fair. Whereabouts is it? I think it's in Booley. I think that might not even be a real place. Yeah, Booley, Hampshire. I'd have no idea where that is. Down Suggs way, I think. Down south than here. What is on? You might be asking. I don't know. Let's have a look at entertainment because, come on. I'm not actually performing here. Performing. That's the wrong one. I want to know who's on. Right, what's on? What start? What are we in? 10 minutes in? Here what to do now stage. Right, this is the kiddie. Right, hang on a second. I'll get off. Right, we'll come back to this. He had to be the first one to get in. As soon as he knew he's coming, what's he talking about? Hang on.
No, mate. I don't know, mate. I just had to jump in because of how you're pronouncing the place. You what?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
It's not me. It's definitely you.
Oh, hang on. Let me just check. Yeah, I see why.
On this show.
Hang on.
I've not done this for over a month and a half. You're going to come and tell me that I've got technical difficulties.
Oh, hang on. No, my sound is going out.
Oh, wait. Why can I faintly hear you? Why can I faintly hear you?
No idea. What about anybody else? Can they hear me? Okay.
You're like a little faint person in the.
Well,
it was me.
It was you. It was you all along.
Everyone in the group saying I can hear him. It was me because I hadn't turned the audio back up after I played that absolute banger to start the show.
I had a feeling. Didn't want to say anything.
Yep. It was definitely Amanda Joy says, can hear both of you clearly. And I can hear nothing.
Oh, bless.
I told you there'd be technical difficulties to start off with, mate.
There's always technical difficulties. It's half the fun of this live stuff.
Also, I'm wearing the most squeakiest jacket known to man tonight. So, can you hear that?
I can now. I couldn't before.
There we go. Okay, we'll ignore that. How you doing, my friend?
I'm very well, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, good, man. Oh, it's Richard Suggett, everyone, by the way. As if no one knows.
Hang on. Let me just move out of the way. Then everyone can see.
We'll see. What's going on, man? How you been?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How's yourself?
I feel good. I feel all right. It feels. Do you know what? Since I've been away, we've obviously had the clock change. It's well sunny still outside,
isn't it? I feel a bit cheating by staying indoors at the moment, but hey ho.
Hey ho. How's your allotment going?
Yeah, very well, very well. Just we're in this horrible period at the moment where I want to get on. I want to get plants in the ground, but it's still just slightly too early to get the plants in the ground.
Was it this cold, right? Because in the evenings, it's quite warm during the daytime, right? But in the evenings, it is freezing.
I don't remember it quite being this cold last year, although we had quite a warm year last year.
Oh yeah, because this time last year we were in lockdown, right?
In fact, yeah, I think we were actually preparing to go 24 hours live about a year ago.
Oh, and I remember it was warm even in the Was it warm? It was quite warm in the evening because I remember sitting in the shed and being quite hot.
Yeah.
Yes. A year ago.
But I don't think this year it's quite got warmed up enough yet. I think it's going to happen, but the weather's just playing games with us at the moment.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. So you're just waiting to put them plants in, mate?
Yeah, just waiting. I've got loads and loads of them.
I was going to say, what have you got growing this year?
You name it, I've got it. I think is probably the best way to say it. I've just sown some sweet corn earlier today, but I've got squash, butternut squash, loofahs, tomatoes, chilies, peppers, nasturtiums, marigolds, dill, basil, marjoram, cauliflowers, cabbages, and many more.
I'm going to make a cuppa.
Yeah, it is a bit like that. I'm running out of room.
Where do you keep it all?
Well, I've been obviously I built my shed and I've got some in there. I've got some in the greenhouse, some in the greenhouse on the allotment, some in my cold frame, some outside that are hardened off. Yeah, I've got plants everywhere.
I believe, Sugget, last time on Skinging Gardener podcast, the shed wasn't even built.
No, it was built. I'm sure. How long? Yeah, because I started live streaming from the new shed at the beginning of this year.
Is it? Oh my god!
Yeah.
I feel like I've been away too long.
Yeah.
I might listen back to some of my own episodes. Oh, I thought you hadn't even moved in it, mate.
Yeah, moved in it at the beginning of the year.
I feel like I'm so out of touch with what even month it is. Maybe because of the weather.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, you had a break, and I think it's very easy to get discombobulated when you have a break.
Ooh, that's a long word, mate.
I know. I made it up on the spot.
What else has been going on, fella?
The usual, gardening, work. Pretty much how my life rolls at the moment.
Yeah, how are you finding the mix? Because obviously, I feel like you've got a bit more time off from, not loads more time off from work, but now things are going back to normal. But you've done definitely a lot more gardening than ever. How is it? How is the balance?
Honestly, I wish I had more time for the garden and the allotment. This time last year was on furlough, so I had all the time, and I loved spending all that time. I was on the phone to you almost every day, and I'm down the allotment or down the garden. Loved it. Now it's back to work. It's like, yeah, I can scratch a few minutes in the evening, but everything feels like I'm trying to squeeze everything in at the moment.
It's pretty tough, isn't it? I mean, I think that's one of the things. I think we talked about this. This is one of the biggest worries that everyone got into gardening last year because we had so much time on our hands. And then when we go back to work, it's like, it actually does take a bit. No, it does actually take some time.
It does. It does. And at the moment, we're on an overtime ban, so that's worked in my favour. But even so, still doing 8 hours a day. By the time you've done all the other stuff you've got to do, have a wash, dinner,
the essentials.
The essentials, yeah. It doesn't leave a huge amount of time. Now the evenings are getting lighter. It's possible to spend a bit more time in the garden and the allotment on the days. But at the same time, it's getting cold, like you said earlier. It's just not the same. It's just not the same. Dare I say it?
Have we had our last frost now?
I have where I live.
You probably did back in January or something down where you did, mate.
Yeah. Mine's about the 25th of April on average, the last frost date.
Right, okay.
So for me, I have passed it, but this year just seems a bit too cold to risk it just yet.
Yeah, I think you're right. The last thing you want to do is grow from seed and then lose it all.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the storm we had the other day, actually.
Oh, naughty word.
It was a bit naughty. Caught us out, didn't it? Because I didn't expect it.
No. Nor did the local pub down the road from me with their massive gazebo that flew off.
Yeah, that was probably going to be an inevitable accident. But a few weeks ago, I bought one of those. I'm not a fan of them. They're like 4 shelves with a polythene cover. You know what I'm talking about? Like a grow house.
I do know because Olive's school had one, and it looked great. And then over the weekend we had a storm, and then I went back, and there was just a pile of compost on the floor, and I wasn't quite. I don't know where the actual greenhouse went. I don't know if you can call it a greenhouse. I don't know where it went, but it wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, same happened to mine as well. I only had it a few weeks, and I hate the things normally, but I just got it because I needed the space.
Right.
And got blown over. I had some celeriac in there, which I've pretty much lost it all, but thankfully I got more elsewhere. Luckily I didn't have any other plants in there, but that's one of the reasons I hate those things, because they are so common for them to blow over.
Surely if you proper weigh it down on the bottom, it'd be all right, wouldn't it?
I had about 5 bricks in the bottom of mine.
Not enough, mate.
Clearly.
Surely if you concrete it down into the floor, it'd be all right, right?
Yeah, but then you might as well have a greenhouse in that case.
It's so true. I know what you mean, man. Hey, right. So, right. Obviously, you've called in. You're the first to call in. I mean, it would be no one would expect any different. You'll go. I mean, I am actually going with you anyway to this Gardeners World Life thing, right?
Yeah. So I don't need anything. So
no. So anyone else who calls in tonight, the chances are still high.
Yeah.
I was just having a look on the day we're going on the Sunday. Did you say Frosty's going to be there?
That's right. Yeah.
Do you know who else is going to be there? Because this is a new show, right? It's just popped out of nowhere. I've got no idea what. I'm not really selling it very well here, but I've got no idea where it's popped out of. It's good. Like if we need a show like this. Do you know as he Googles as quick as he possibly? Do you? I'll ask the question really slow. Richard Suggett. You're a man that knows a lot about the industry and gardening, and you too are going to Gardeners World Spring Fair. Would you perhaps know who is going to be there?
Well, it depends on which day you're going, because I think I saw Dave Huron or whatever his name is on. I think the Saturday it is. They're mixing it up basically, so different days have different people on that day.
You mean David Hurrian?
That's it. Yeah, he's on the Saturday. You got Harit Anderson. I'm useless with names. Harit. Lucy Hall,
really nice,
Smith, and Chris Bavin. Looking on the experts lineup.
There you go. If they ever need anyone to pronounce their names wrong, then you're the man to go to.
Yeah. Especially when doing it live. Give me a chance to practice and I'll be fine.
Yeah, I should have. I'll email you next time. I'm going to ask you anything too difficult.
Yeah, but that being said, that's why I was zapping in, because of how you were pronouncing the place where this is.
Yeah, Bowley.
Bewley.
Yeah, we call it Bowley. I used to go to Bowley, right? When I was about 13, 14, I used to do a car show there with my granddad. We used to sell some books. And I met, who did I meet down there? Who's the geezer that rocks up every New Year's? He's about 70 now. Jules Holland. Met Jules Holland there when I was 13. I had no idea who he was. And I was going through that phase where I was confident and didn't care about what people thought about me. And my granddad said, "Oh, do you know Jules Holland, right?" And I looked him dead in the eye and said, "No, I don't know." My granddad cringed forever and had to say, "Oh, you know these young people." And yeah. And then I found out who he was, and I was like, damn. I met Jules. That's my Jules Holland story. I bet you didn't think you were going to get that tonight.
No, you never know where it's going with you, do we?
You really don't. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to it, man. It's coming up in a few weeks' time, innit? So
yeah,
we'll see who gets tickets tonight.
Yeah, I can't wait. I think this is going to be a good one, especially since it's the first one they've ever done.
Yes, very true. And we're going on a Sunday, right? So it means on a Sunday night you'll do your show.
Yeah.
And hopefully, if I'm not too tired, I might stick around and come on and we can talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a slight dilemma because the show actually finishes at 6 and I start my show at 6.
Yeah, well, don't worry about your audience then, I don't.
Well, I'm actually thinking I might do it live from the car park.
Wow, I won't be in the car. Guys, I won't be on that show. I won't be in a car park with Richard Suggett for an hour. You can forget it. I'll be in the car with you. You're going to give me
in the car with me, yeah.
A nightmare. Okay, we'll see what happens.
I'll talk to you about that nearer the time anyway.
Yeah, okay. Suggs, lovely to see you, my man. And
no worries.
We'll speak to you very soon.
Have a good one. Cheers, dude.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
There we go. Fabulous, Richard Suggett. Yeah, so Bowley, right? It's coming up. You can win tickets tonight by going into the draw just by calling in. Before that, though, is a blast from a month and a half ago's past.
Evening. How are you?
Do it, Jackson. Hello, mate. You right?
I'm fine, mate. How are you?
I'm good, man. Sorry, I'm not really. I did get back to your emails, but I feel like I'm not spoken to you.
You did, yes. No, I sort of left you alone for a couple of weeks and then sent you a message.
You did. Thanks, man. I really appreciated it, dude. I appreciate everyone that's got in contact over the past month and a bit. So it's lovely to see you. How are you?
Oh, mate, I feels like a Friday to me. It's been a long week,
Yeah.
and
Why?
I never
Why?
started till Tuesday.
Well, oh yeah, it's been bank holiday this week, isn't it? Crikey, you must
Yeah.
have had a bad days.
Well, Forest School in the rain yesterday was the sort of final straw, really. We were sowing our wildflower meadow.
Oh, did you? Do you know what? Look at that! Like, remember last year we did that. Remember?
Yeah.
Is it still? Did that grow, that wildflower meadow we sowed?
It did, but we're doing a big one right at the top behind the pond.
Oh, that would look good, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, so the one class cleared it, the other class sowed it, and then it absolutely chucked it down. So who do you think was raking it over afterwards in the rain?
Mate, you should have got them out there. They need to experience the whole thing, so you should have had them there, mate.
But they went to the outdoor classroom, and I done the necessary. So sometimes you have to just do the job, you know.
Well, you know, Miss Jackson, at least you got rain. Like, I feel we've had a little bit of rain, to be fair, but not a lot here in Essex.
Oh, it's not stopped all week.
It's so dry here, mate. It's so dry.
Oh, it's still dry. You go, you know, the ground's still rock hard, but it just runs off, doesn't it? Yeah, garden's coming on well. So school and home. So
brilliant.
it's I've been sewing all afternoon because it was my afternoon off. So been out there doing a bit.
What have you been sewing, mate? What have you been sewing?
Melon, runner beans, lovage, sweet corn. Familiar? I'm not going to mention his name, but they come from a certain podcaster.
That you can talk about it. They come from Suggs's the Veg Grower Podcast
Suggs's
Club.
Sports Club, yeah.
Yeah.
So I did catch up with that today.
I feel bad this year, man, because I've decided this year that I'm not sowing any seeds. So I get Suggs's seeds through the post, and basically I just have to put them to one side for next year, so I can just come back round to them.
Yeah, they'd be fine, wouldn't they?
Yeah, that'd be great, man. That'd be fun.
And then hopefully by this time next year, you'll have 2 packets of every seed, and then your garden can be just veggies.
Well, the thing is, I'm going to get a greenhouse for next year, and then I'm going to be absolutely geared up, ready for as many seeds. This year, I've just decided that I'm just going to buy in fact, I'm going to go and buy some over the weekend. I'm going to garden centre. I'm going to buy some plants over the weekend. Just going to, instead of sowing them, I don't think there's a problem buying them, mate. And if you go to a decent place, to Perrywood, you can get some good ones.
Support your local garden centre.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. How has the gardening vibe been going at the school?
Fine. Yeah, we've really got into it. I'm trying to push it a bit more for every class. So come September, when your school plan kicks in, everybody's used to doing it every week.
Yeah.
That's the plan. Reception's got their own bed.
Awesome.
They've sown carrots, parsnips, beetroot, fennel. They're doing broad beans and courgettes next week.
Cool.
So the plan is to sell the veggies, like the root veggies, for Christmas. So
good, man. That's such a good idea.
Yeah, well, it shows them where they're going to, I'm sure the parents will buy a bag of veggies for Christmas for £1 rather than go to Tesco's and pay 29p a bag. But
it's all about the story, isn't it? Like, I think it'd be so much nicer to sit and say, "Oh, right, this has been brought from my kid's school," rather than just Mesco's.
That's the plan. So yeah, we've still got a lot to do, but we've got 10 weeks left, 11 weeks left. So, but I'm trying to do the same as your plan, only so that we can harvest when we're there. So
Yeah.
obviously the root vegetables will be fine during the summer holidays, as long as we get a little bit of rain. As I said earlier, Suggs has said it's going to rain all summer, so we'll be fine.
Oh, it's going to rain, and it must rain then, surely.
Yeah, he is the god of gardening, of course.
Yeah.
For adult gardening, obviously, not for children gardening.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Because that's you
Yeah.
for children gardening.
Thank you. Thanks, mate. I'm well excited,
You
mate.
can pay me
because
later.
Yeah, sure. You were the first school that ordered one of the school plans, which is very exciting, which means I'm going to come and deliver it, mate. A little bit
Brilliant.
biased.
Oh, no, that's going to be great fun.
No.
I haven't
yeah.
sort of planned the day yet, but I will. And then,
Like-
like I said to you, we'll make sure you sell a few of them books.
Sure. Thanks, mate.
Are you going then the following day you're at the show, yeah?
And the following day, I'm going to Malvern. Yes, I'm going to Malvern for their autumn show.
Yeah.
Are you
Hopefully
going?
I can get that. Well, it's my wedding anniversary on that Saturday.
What a lovely gift to give to your wife.
She might not feel the same. Yeah, so if I go, it'll probably be the Sunday, but I'll see. I'll see nearer the time, because
Awesome.
I need to go to a garden show. I need to go to a garden show.
Well,
And I
don't know
can't
how-
make Bewley.
Oh, you can't make Bowley. Bowley, it's called
No.
Bowley.
Bewley.
Beauty.
Pronunciation.
Well, if you, yeah, sure. Yeah, well, Olive got told off the other day for saying water, and I said, well, that is how you say water.
Shouldn't correct accent. Should only correct pronunciation.
Yeah, well, so, well, if you win tickets, then you can give them to someone as a gift, can't you?
Yeah, I could. I didn't really. I missed that bit. Bit. So you got tickets give away. Oh,
Yeah, anyone, cool, anyway, anyone
I
that
might
calls in,
have to change my diary dates then.
well, there you go. If you get
I have to change my diary date.
Mr. Jackson, right. So this year we've got some amazing sponsors on the show, but also if anybody, this is perfect for why you're here, and you'll see why. If anyone wants to donate to the show, they can through PayPal. 50%
Oh,
of everything that gets donated through there is going to the Brain Tumor Charity.
oh man,
I
that is
mean,
lush.
let's be honest, it could be about a $5 by the end of the year, but it will be something. Something
Mate,
at least.
£5. As I've said to you before, it's not the money that's as important. It's the awareness. It's so important to get it out there. It's so important. You've gone. You've disappeared.
I press-
Am I on your show on my own?
Yeah, no, I'm here, don't we? For some reason, it tucked me out of the studio. Yeah, so 50%, Mr. Jackson, is going to go to the Brain Tumor Charity over the next 3 months. Let's see what we can raise for him, yeah?
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Thank you so much. I've hit 400 quid so far. So this time. So it's going well. The table's full. The greenhouse is full. The cold frames are full. So I just need the customers now.
They'll come, mate. Also, me and Suggs are going to do a 24-hour live at some point. I don't know when it's going to be, but we are going to do a 24-hour live sometime this year for the same
fine.
charity.
You will get an email from the charity when I get round to sending them the email.
Right, okay. Brilliant.
With it's better if then rather than you talk to me and I talk to them, if you talk to them direct,
Yeah, well, I just have
make sure the diary dates are right.
Sure, I just have to hand them a check, really. But yeah, I want to try and do. We're going to try
Yeah,
and
we
do some
can do
good.
that as well and get you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to try and do some good for this show, mate. Basically, and if we can raise some money for the Brain Tumor Charity, then let's do
That
it.
is amazing. It's just glad to have you back.
It's nice to be
You know,
back, man.
it's-
I've been worried this today, but it's good to see some friendly faces and Ian Beddoes, obviously. But
Well, of course, yeah. Ian's about. I've seen Ian is about.
yeah, sure.
And I've also seen Marcus about as well. So hopefully Marcus will come back on stream.
Yeah, blast from the past, Mr. Marcus. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe yes.
Anyway, I will let go because otherwise Ian won't be able to ring in, will he?
Exactly, mate. And he'll want them tickets. He won't come from Manchester, but he will still want the tickets. Mr. Jackson,
Of course he will.
and I'll speak to you later.
Much love, mate. Take care,
Yeah,
sweet.
Oh, I like that. Take care, sweet. If you want to call in tonight, 0742 357 4520. Almost forgot the phone number there. Or you can click the link and be zapped in just like Suggs and Mr. Jackson on the show right there. Yeah. So I'm going to go. We're going to have a little talk about some of the sponsors on tonight's show that you can go and check out. They're in the links if you're listening on the podcast, everybody. But we are doing, if you want to just chip in, it's a tip. Here's a little tip. 50% of that tip will go to the Brain Tumor Charity. So that's paypal.me/Skinny Jean Gardner. If you fancy it, even if it's like 50p, PayPal will probably take half of that. But even if it's 50p, it all helps. And plus, we'll do some good, right? Do some good. But as well as that, we are also getting some amazing sponsors on board. The first one is Works. Now, where's the button for it? Let me show you. So with Works are sending me out some incredible. Where's the button actually? Here it is. Hang on. Works. Thank you. Are sending me out some incredible tools. Let me show you, if you're watching, what they're sending me out. You can call it any time, by the way. Let me show you what they're sending me to try out, and you can try out too, please. Works. Let's get this up. There we go. Boom. Works. Works-uk.com. All right. Works. Let's type this in. Works-uk.com. You know, dear listener, you know, I love my robotic lawnmowers. You know I do. I've been talking about it for, I don't know how long I've been talking about robotic lawnmowers for, but a long time. A long time. And Works have a Landroid lawnmower. I'm getting this, baby. I'm getting it. Look at it. Looks mean, doesn't it? Our new Landroid series has won multiple awards, including Indie Best Buy and Best Product of 2019. So with this, it's won five out of 7 individual category awards for innovation, high quality design, functionality, and ecology. Almost couldn't say that word. Again, a new Landroid. Very, very excited about this. If you're new to the podcast, you'll not. Hold on a second. Right. Trying to do. Hang on, wait there. I thought someone was trying to stream in. If you're new to the podcast, you'll know that I'm a big hater, until someone pays me £1 million, I'm a big hater of artificial grass. Yeah. And people always say, oh, the reason I like artificial grass is because it's just easy to look after. Not when you've got to go out and hoover it. Right? Not when you've got to go out and hoover it. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Is he here? He's gone. What just happened there? Here he is. Are you gonna come on? Oh, he is there. Hello, mate.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Good. Welcome back.
Thanks for it's Dale Connolly, everyone you may have heard on the podcast once before. My brother, Dale Connolly.
I feel I'm very sorry that I've just disrupted an ad break.
It's all right. Works won't mind. You know, Dale, that artificial grass is bad for the environment, right?
Artificial grass is, I mean, apart from it being bad for the environment, it just looks awful.
Very true. And anyone that says, Dale, oh, I'm getting artificial grass because it's just easy to look after, is a fool, right?
I mean, anyone who has artificial grass is not my friend.
So if you think this is going somewhere, if you think that cutting the grass is difficult, then you'd probably get a robotic lawnmower.
Of course, you'd get a robotic lawnmower.
I'm glad you said that because Works have that robotic lawnmower, Dale.
Wow.
And it's called the Landroid. Look at it.
Look at those wheels. Look at those wheels on that.
I mean, I'm glad you're impressed by the wheels.
They got like teeth on them. It looks like in the picture.
For legal reasons, but I don't think they're called teeth. Some people would listen to the podcast now. I don't think they can see it, but
Okay.
they do grip the ground pretty well.
Cut to the edge is on the side. It's quite menacing, isn't it? It's quite a menacing piece of kit.
I think it's a beautiful piece of kit.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks like it's not there to dance around the lawn. It's there to do some work.
It's there for business, my friend. It's there for business. I'm getting one of these to cut my lawn with because I think they are wicked. I think they look good. But also, you can set this so it doesn't go out at night time. Do you know why it wouldn't go out at night time, Dale?
Hedgehogs.
Well done. Did you get that email as well? Well done. It doesn't go out at night time because of hedgehogs. Because Works care about wildlife, just like we all should.
We're
that
still
is
in the
Works.
ad break. Are we
Yep,
still in the
that works, everybody. Go check them out. Works-uk.com. We'll talk about them later on once this guy goes. But how are you doing, mate?
Good. I'm just coming in, really just to welcome you back to streaming and podcasting.
I'm back. Can I ask you something? Maybe a bit personal. Are the girls there?
No.
Am I allowed to mention the park thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Has the park been delivered?
Yeah.
Does it look good?
So, a couple of things on the park.
Okay, right. So if anyone just joined us, Dale's brought a park. Dale.
So we were meant to be going. We were meant to be going to Disneyland or Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
And because of what's happened,
Yeah, let's not mention it.
we couldn't go to Disney. So we redirected the money into a park. And this park, I mean, I'll be honest with you, what sold it to me was the way they described the park.
Yeah.
And it's called the Coconut Clubhouse.
Good name.
And in the marketing, they say, just imagine sitting back, watching your children play in the Coconut Clubhouse while you sip on a cocktail and they make a mocktail. Like, it was really good. Like, it was really. It's come from Germany. It came from Germany today on a pallet, and it was in lots and lots of pieces. This park. It's obviously not built. One problem: there's no instructions. It didn't come with any instructions. I thought this bit of paper had the instructions on, but it was just a German receipt for the park.
Well, that'll be interesting.
Yeah. So are you free this summer to build a park with no instructions?
Very busy. I don't know if you heard me earlier. I've got a lot of seeds to sow. I'm sowing them seeds now. We are sure. I mean, yeah, it'll be in the sure. Can Olive come and play on it?
I mean, if it can be built, it's in so many pieces.
I probably would want to be there to supervise if I'm going to let my daughter go on it. Not saying that your skills are with tools are not great. I just want to make sure.
It's German manufacturing at its finest in the Coconut Clubhouse.
It is German manufacturing at its finest. The issue comes when the British guy tries to put it together.
Yes. You're right. You're right.
Well,
So yeah,
very
it
much.
was, but it was also a great opportunity for my neighbour, for me and my neighbour, just to hang out. As he helped me, he saw it was delivered, and he came out and helped. So that's really cool.
Where did they didn't just dump it on the pavement?
Yeah. So listeners and viewers, I live on like the street, so like you go straight onto the road, pretty much. And in fact, the pallet delivery man's words were, "Well, I'll leave that to you then," as he walked off.
See you later. On the
Perhaps
on
later.
the-
Go on.
on the main street.
Yeah.
Wow.
Perhaps later this year I'll be able to stream in and show you the park.
I think everyone will be quite excited for that, my friend. And
Anyone, can I ask for some advice about the park?
sure.
If anyone's got any recommendations for good bases, like a base for the park, and if anyone's used like who was on here a moment ago? Who was on before me?
Stu?
Sir Jackson.
Yep, the one and only.
Yeah, Sir Jackson might know a good base, like maybe the ones where the grass grows through a little bit, like a soft base, like for when the children fall.
Oh,
John-
okay. Yeah, it's called grass. Yeah.
Well, do you think that's soft enough?
Yeah, soil and grass. They've been using soil and grass to. People have been using soil and grass to fall on for probably about 1 million years, mate.
Or maybe grass will do. If anyone's got any other ideas, share. Cool. I've actually got to go swimming. I'm going swimming tonight, so I'm just about to go.
Well, enjoy your swim, and Ian Beddoes writes, artificial grass would be a great base. Yeah, get out of Beddoes. Enjoy your swim, mate.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the show. And where can I listen back?
You can listen back Sundays on all good and probably bad podcast apps.
Okay, so there's like a show on a Sunday, is there?
Yeah. So basically, if you get your phone, right, where's your phone, right? Right, you go onto your Spotify or whatever you may have. I don't know if you've got. Have you got Spotify?
Mhm.
I know because we share it. And type in Skinny Jean. There it is. Skinny Jean Gardner podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you'll get this. You'll get that come up with my face on it, right?
Yep.
And then every Sunday you'll get a new episode pop up in there, and you'll be able to listen to it. That's if you're busy on a Thursday.
Perfect. So Thursdays or catch up on a Sunday.
It means you'll miss out on the actual competition, which today is tickets to Bowley.
Booley. Oh, I heard you speaking about Booley to
Suggett.
Richard Suggett.
Which is,
And you were saying it one way, he was saying it another way.
yeah, he was saying it wrong.
Booley.
Bowley. Mate.
So yeah.
I'll chat to you later, dude. Thanks for coming on.
Bye.
Dale Connolly there. Brother of mine. Right. People are saying in the comments, you can call into Dale's gone. He could win tickets to Bowley. That could actually save me. It means I don't have to post them to him. That's pretty handy. You can win tickets to Gardens World Live if you fancy it. Some people writing about. Ian says you can get artificial hedges and artificial ivy wall covering. Despair. I mean, I don't know what goes on. Like I said to Dale, with the Works Landroid, I mean, it even sounds such a good name. With the Works Landroid, I think I've talked about this on the show before. A while back, I did like I don't know what you'd call it, like a, what would you call it? Not a doctor's thing. I'm not a doctor. What's it called? Like people, basically, you sit on a table, right? And people, being an expert, sure, people come and ask you questions about gardening. Now, I'm mainly a children's gardener. I know we do this show, and I really enjoy chatting about gardening. Mainly, if I was ever going to call myself an expert in anything, it's to get children under the age of, I don't know, 12. They start to know too much after that into gardening, right? And so I sat there and I said, right, we're just going to get people coming. I had people come in and ask me questions about literally, I had one person, they had about 40 acres. 40 acres. Anyway, a ridiculous amount of people came in and said, hey, I've got some grass. I can't be bothered to go out and cut it. I was like, okay. We're going to put artificial grass down. And I had to tell literally about 15 people on one day, you don't need to do that. You just need to get a robotic lawnmower like the Works' Landroid. It's perfect. Anyway, enough about Works. We'll talk about them later on because I've got some other bits coming I want to show you. I'm very excited about some battery-powered stuff. You know, I love that. You know, I love that. Right, phone lines are open. If you want to zap in like some of the crew have tonight to win those bowling tickets, there's a link there. Let's see what people are saying in the comments. We're already 51 minutes into this show. I can't believe it. I need to slow down. Right, let's see what people are saying. Michelle, good evening to you. Are you all right? Michelle Jones. Let's see what people are saying. Right. So glad to have you back. Thank you. Back of the van, guys. I'm not sitting in the back of a van, right? And talking with Richard Suggett. Ian Tinton is only down the road from me. 1 millimeter rainfall in 45 days in Helsford. But hey, hey, who's counting? Who's counting? I know some of our Australian listeners are like, hey, mate. I don't know what you're saying, but well, I love the people. They're so like I am more from the Australian listeners than the English people. English people. G'day. I heard you talking about rainfall. We don't do rain here. They do rain, but just it happens quick. Miss Jackson says the brain tumor charity self check this amazing. Oh, he's just adding them in. Live show of Skinny Jean Gardener. Yeah, so we want to raise money. Whatever goes into that PayPal, 50% of it is going to go to Mr. Jackson's brain tumor charity. So thank you so much for putting our charity out there. Without help like this, charity would not be able to help so many children, which is fantastic. Thanks so much, mate. Richard says, hey, Dale. And Michelle says, hey, Dale. Some Dale fans in the house. Can we get chrome spinners for those wheels? I was talking about the thing. Can it scare foxes out my gun? Can you live stream the build? Yeah, I mean, we're going to follow that story of Dale's new park. I'll let you know what goes on with that. You can buy rubber matting with holes so the grass could grow between the gaps. You can buy recycled rubber matting. Is the show near the Motor Museum? Probably in the gardens of the Motor Museum. There you go. Hang on. Surely the spring show would be the place to show off the taxi garden. What? In a galaxy far, far away, Landroid. Thanks, Ian. That's a good one. I'll let them know that one. If there is, I might book a hotel and make a weekend of it, selling the motorhome. Once I get an MOT next week. What? Beddoes is any... What? Any real listener of this show will be shocked that Mr. Ian Beddoes is selling the motorhome. That said, I suppose you can't... I mean, you can only go around the UK a couple of times, can't you? I suppose I didn't think about that. I did not think about that. Did not think. Right. Shall we? Let's do a little news story. I do want to try and get in a Costa tonight, and I do realise that we are losing time quick. We might go a little bit over tonight. I'm enjoying being back, team. Another one of our sponsors tonight is Best Days Vintage. You would if you got some of the you got some of that merch, guys, way back when. You may or may not have known that Best Days Vintage produced. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Produced that merch for us, and they're now sponsors of the show. And let's get them up because I want to show off their website, show you what they've got going. I've known Best Days for ages. We a long time ago, right? They were a Colchester-based company, yeah, of one of my mates. In fact, we did a long time ago when they first opened their shop in Colchester. Hold a horse. Wait there. Just hold on. Hello.
Good evening, Lee. How you doing? Good to see you back.
Hey man, how you doing,
Welcome
dude?
back.
It's good. It's really good to be back, mate. It's even better to hear your lovely voice.
Oh, I appreciate that.
It's Liam, everyone, for everyone that might not know.
Yes. Yep.
Just in case, Leo, that someone might go, I don't know who this is. I know who it is.
Sorry, yeah. It's Liam here, everyone. Hope everyone's well, keeping well. Yeah.
There we go. Hey, Nessa, how you doing? Dude, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
Yeah. What's been rocking, dude? Have you had any rain where you are?
We had some rain, and it has been cold. Like you say, it has been very cold in the morning. It was frost on the car again this morning.
You know, frost in the car.
Frost on the car. Believe it or not, crazy, mate. It's madness.
Well, I tell you why, right? I know it's freezing. It's so cold in the morning, right? Because I've started, Liam, doing meditation in the morning. One of the things I'm not doing, I think I might have said to you privately, I'm not doing massive amount of gardening this year, yeah?
Yeah.
But one of the things I am doing is enjoying the garden. And so every morning,
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Enjoying your space, mate. Make the most of it.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, right? Because I think sometimes we forget to enjoy it. I think we're
I'm
so
terrible
involved in
for
it.
Yeah.
So one of the things I've been doing, 6 a.m. and getting up, sitting outside, mate, doing a little bit of meditation, a little bit of. Let me just play you a little bit of what I've been listening to in the morning, mate. Right, a little bit of this.
Yeah, this is
Really, probably going to
interesting.
get copyright for this, but anyway. I mean, it's better in the mornings, and just a little bit of just like peace and quiet, mate, and just enjoying the space. And yeah, it's been really helping me, mate. But it's cold.
It's a good idea. It's nice as well. Just nice to relax and, like you say, and there's meant to be some breathing techniques that are meant to help, aren't they? Some sort of
breathe in
and out, breathing through the nose and then out again. And
you know it, mate. You know it.
Yeah.
Now, let me just say something though, Liam. Works really well when I get the chance to go outside. When Oliver's there, not so well. When you've got a almost 6-year-old jumping on top of you, not so well.
Yeah, no, it's not so good. I know what you mean. We got a Jensen jumping on me, and
yeah, it doesn't quite work unless you can get Jensen to sit down and do meditation. Do you think you could manage that?
He won't be able to do that.
Yeah,
Crazy. He's crazy, man. It's madness.
Oh, dear.
But bless him, he's a sweet boy.
Yeah, that's it, man.
But, love them all to bits, mate. Love them all to bits.
That's it.
But I'm having a bit of a little bit of me time this Sunday.
Oh, go on, talk to me about it.
And it's not gardening. It's my therapy.
Yeah.
It's fishing. I'm going to go fishing at a lake, a fishery. 15 minutes drive in the car.
Beautiful.
And it's just going to be sitting there on my fishing chair. If it's I think the weather's meant to be better on the Sunday, a bit better.
Yeah.
There might be a few little light showers, but I've got a day shelter, like a big umbrella on the sides.
Mm-hmm.
So I better sit under there, watch the rod. And it sounds a bit, some people might think it's a bit sad, but for me, it's just chilling.
Mate.
Chilling by the lakeside. So I'm looking forward to it.
If it works for you, mate, then that's all that matters. One thing I will say, right? is I was a fisherman once. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a fishing rod from the car boot. It was about £2. I caught some fish. I also knocked out a duck, but that's another story. We'll talk about it in a minute. I then I then thought this fishing thing's pretty good. So I went out and bought a decent rod. I think I spent about £200 on it. I didn't catch one fish on that rod for a whole year. Gave up.
No. Oh no.
Gave up.
I've been lucky. I've been lucky with a lot of my fishing stuff. I've got to say, I've been very lucky. My dad's where he works with a lot of guys that love their fishing, and he's bought second-hand bits for me from them. So they like all the latest stuff or the expensive stuff, but then they sell off the stuff they've sort of got fed up with, sort of thing. But it's good still for me. It's like good stuff. You know what I mean, good quality. And I've only used it. They've got the money, you know what I mean, to spend on this fishing gear. Just ridiculous. Money you can spend, a bit like gardening.
Yeah, it's
money
exactly.
you can spend is crazy. It's crazy, but I don't do that. I just try to budget it, and I've had hand-me-down like fishing rods, reels, but are still good to me. They're like the top. I'm like blessed. I'm like, these are lovely. Why someone get rid of these? Like, but my dad sorted me out. You know what I mean, looked after me. That's good.
What matters, mate. Right, so let me tell you this before you go, Ryan. Let me tell you this duck story. Yeah, I don't think I've talked about it on this show. Maybe I shouldn't. When this was a long time ago, right? So it's 15 years ago, maybe a bit more. Right, you know, ducks, they come for your bread, don't they? Well, they come for your bait, whatever you got on the end. They love it. And so I am a rubbish throw, yeah? But you just throw a little stone out to scare them away, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe I picked up a bit of a big stone. It was right. And I threw it. It hit the duck on the head so well. I don't know how. And basically, I knocked the duck out. And it did come back round. But it's unbelievable. It was an unbelievable shot. I'm not proud of it. I know I sound proud of it. I'm not proud of it. But it did happen.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I know, right? And at the same time, a couple of berths. They call it berths, is it? What is it called when the bits you sit in? Whatever it is. My mate was also fishing with his dad. Caught a swan.
Oh no!
Caught a swan. We got it out into the hook out, but caught a swan.
Yeah, God, I think I had a geese once. I was fishing this river. And this geese, it was just really Arctic. Oh, it's horrible. I did release it. It was fine. It did come out. I did get it off, and it was all safe, and it went away fine. But it was a bit. I went to move the line out of the way. I could see it coming because I was using some bread on the bottom, and they was coming around. I was thinking, I've got to move that because it's the bread, and I just tried to reel it away quick out of the way, but it just snatched at it really quick and grabbed it. And I was like, oh no! I was a teenager at the time, so I just got it in safely and just. Sort of flapped about a bit, and I got it and just unhooked it and let it go, and it was fine. It was fine. Went away fine. So but it was up. I felt really guilty. Like, bloody hell.
Yeah.
Just one of those accidents will happen, but it's only once happened to me.
Oh, right, okay. It happens, mate. It happens.
It happens.
Well, mate, enjoy your Sunday.
Yeah.
And just enjoy some alone time.
A little bit of alone time. Yeah, it'd be nice just to chill.
It's important, mate. It's important.
But just a good few hours, and it'd be nice. Looking forward to it. No gardening for a change, and a bit of fishing instead.
Yeah, do you know what? I was on a podcast the other day, Liam, and they said they wanted to go down the route of gardening saved your life sort of thing, right? Yeah. I thought, I was having that. And they said, gardening obviously got you through lockdown. I was like, yeah, it did. But, and I've spoke to a few people who garden about this, but I think I might have overdone it.
Yeah, this is it.
Although you do it for a job, right?
Yeah, I do it for a job. This is the thing for me. I do it for a job, and I still do some bits in the garden at the weekend sometimes, and then I'm back to gardening again at work. So it's it is good for the health and all this, good for your body and stuff. But I think when you do something repetitive for a long time, it does get a bit. I mean, it is my passion. I do love it. I can't complain really because I'm doing a job that I love, and like it's like a hobby to me anyway. Like it's like a hobby really as well.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it and getting paid. So to me, it is a win-win for me, really.
Yeah.
But there is a time when obviously you do it like I say, busman's holiday type of thing. You're doing it at home.
That's why the fishing's important, mate. Balance it.
Yeah, that's it. Just get a balance. Try to get a nice balance. But I want to have like the family time as well is very important. Like you say, I mean, my partner Hannah, she's gone through a lot, and it's just trying to get the right balance. So,
Yep,
I mean, I haven't been fishing. I haven't been fishing for a long time, so I want to do that. But I'm still going to obviously come back and have a good bit of family time as well.
Yeah.
So,
Do you know what I've realised, Liam, over the past 6 months? Is having that alone time, like you going fishing, is actually you working on yourself so you can be your best self around your family. So it's important.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, this is it. Hannah's joined a walking group, which is getting out and about, sort of, and she wants to do that, and sort of says about to lose a bit of weight, but she doesn't need to, but she just sort of wants to sort of get out and do stuff like that. So that's good for her, and that gives her time. And I've got the kids then, so she can just enjoy that sort of thing, and it's good. Works out.
Nice one, dude.
It's all good. We're getting our time, so.
Liam, I'm going to put your name in for
Yeah.
Gunners World tickets, man. So if you might win. I mean, to be fair, at the moment, Richard Stuggett don't even want them. Stuart Jackson said he might come. And then there's you. I mean, I could give him to Dale, but let's be honest, he's my brother. He's not going to need him, is he?
Yeah, whatever happens, if anyone else rings in, whatever you need to do, Lee, or whatever, if it get pulled out of the hat, whatever. But if I can make it, I'll make it. But if not, I've got a family friend that I love the garden and that, and might be nice to give to someone else. So I might better give them to a family member or something to use if I can't make the date. So
definitely, dude. This show,
cool.
What I want from this show, right, is the reason we're raising money for the brain tumor charity. And sending out these tickets. If we can share the love, even if someone wins something and they just want to share the love to one of their mates, then that's some positivity that we can spread around the garden and world.
I do tell people about your show. I'm trying to get other people to watch you and have a listen in, or even listen into the podcast. And I do try to share it around as best I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good.
Thanks,
mate. Good stuff.
Thanks, dude.
Good stuff. All right,
dude. Thanks for calling in. I'll speak to you later, mate.
Yeah, you take care. Thank you for that.
Bye, fella. Bye-bye. Great to hear from Liam tonight on the show. You can call in too. Do you know what? I feel it's very calm. It's a very calming. The start of the show is very high, right? I went in 100 miles an hour. 100 miles an hour. An hour in tonight of a 2-hour show, Mr. Bellows. Might be a bit longer. We'll see. An hour in. We've calmed it. We've calmed right down. We've calmed right down, everybody. While we look at our next sponsor, bestdaysvintage.co.uk. Anyway, we did. Oh, actually, Mr. Suggs just reminded me we did a live stream once from their shop. Anyway, look, right. If you go on bestdaysvintage.co.uk, you can get 15% off. Let me get 15% off because you can also sign up. Lee, actually, one of you could just get this code. Hold on. Skinny Jean Gardener.co.uk. Right, you can sign up to their mailing list. Have I already signed up to it? Oh, there you go. Look, boom. Thank you for subscribing. Got the code. It's gone. It's gone. You can get vintage clothing to look cool in. This is not probably their main aim. But vintage clothing to look cool in the garden. Let's have a look and see what's new in. All right. Now, are you really a gardener without a check shirt? That's a actual question. I love the vintage shirts. What I do like, and what you may have seen me in. Where's the guys? Where's the hang on, wait there. I've just got this phone number's got to wait on. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I don't know if I've got through to Skinny Jean Gardner or not.
It's
I think
me.
I've got the wrong number.
No, it's me. That is not. It's not a Chinese takeaway. It is actually me. Who are you, caller?
Oh, yes, I have.
How are you? Yeah, it's me. Honestly, I promise
Right.
you.
Hello. I'm Vanessa. I don't know if you remember meeting Jordan at the Minories a couple of years ago, my son.
Oh, a long time ago, Natalie. Yes. How are you?
Absolutely fine.
What's been going on? How's Jordan?
Absolutely fine. Just wanted to let you know he's now J Shoe Photography, doing fabulous.
Yeah.
And Colchester Council actually supported him this year for autism awareness.
Wicked. It's great news. What is he been painting?
He's actually now 23, doing his photography, and
That's it, photography. I remember now.
yeah, I'm really sorry I can't hear you very well, Lee. I just wanted to say I love listening to your podcast. You're great,
Thanks, mate.
and my son is now the reluctant gardener, and he helps me.
Oh, wicked. Do you know what? I can remember meeting you. It was a few years ago. I can't believe he's 23 now. Time really flies. If anyone wants to see his photography, where can they go and see it, Nessa? Hello, Nessa. Hello, Nessa.
They just have to go on to J Shoe Photography.
There we go.
I've actually put the details on the message.
What I mean.
He's got his own Facebook page, and it's been going for 2 years. He's got 229 followers now, which is fabulous.
Wicked. If we get a bit of time later, or maybe next week, we'll check it out. Nessa?
And my fun is watching you talking about gardening. I absolutely love it.
Yeah,
So this is my quiet time before we get back into talking to Jordan and getting dinner ready for the evening. So just want to say thank you, and we love watching you.
Oh, thanks, Nessa. It means a lot. We'll check out Jordan's photography maybe later on today's show, but maybe next week as well.
Excellent.
Thanks, mate. Quite a time delay. Quite a time delay on that call. The lovely Nessa there. We'll check out his. We've got a lot to check out today, right? We've got a lot to check out. But thanks, Nessa, for calling in. You can call in 0742 357 4520. We were just looking a minute ago, right? I dress in vintage 1940s clothing. Says Beddoes. I don't know if they've got that on the Beddoes, but I'll definitely ask them. What some of the stuff you would have seen me wearing is of there we go, failed Rockstar Club stuff. Not the mini skirt. There we go, yeah. Which is on there. Well, I really like their failed Rockstar Club. Also got a podcast, everyone. If you want to check it out, bestdaysvintage.co.uk is the place to go for them, everybody. 20% off everything, excluding sale items. Right now, I didn't put their brand up while I was talking about them. This is my mistake. A bit clunky tonight, isn't it? It's a little bit clunky, everybody. bestdaysvintage.co.uk. Earlier on, you would have heard me also talk about the School Garden Success Plan. Let me give you an update, everybody, of how it's been going, because obviously we've been away from the show and I talked about it quite a bit beforehand, and we were filming and we were doing great, and then I crashed a little bit. We still were filming though. We still did filming. I've got another filming date coming up in June. Me and the team have been putting it together. You'd have heard Mr. Jackson earlier, the fantastic Mr. Stuart Jackson. His school was the first to order, obviously. Which is great. We've got a few other schools to order as well. And we're speaking to a few brands to get on board. Michelle Jones like, woo, School Garden in. We're talking to a few brands to try and get as many school plans out there in September. So that's what I'm really working on really hard, as well as the podcast. working hard on getting those school plans out there as much as we can. It is £499 for school to get involved, a class to be involved in it. We have got a target of hitting I think it's about 30,000 primary schools in total around the UK. And by 2025, we want to have at least one plan in each school. For 499 quid, everybody, let me put the link in the comments if you want to go and check it out. You get everything. You get the raised bed. You get the tools, the beautiful tools. You get the compost. You get the seeds for the year. And most importantly, you get the teacher support, right? If you're a teacher, if you're a parent, if you're someone that volunteers, we give you the support throughout the entire plan. For one whole year, you get support from me and the team. They will answer your questions whenever you've got a question, so you don't have to think too much about it. We give you the lesson plan, so you know exactly what to do that day, that week, so you know exactly what to sow, what to grow. skinjingarden.co.uk/school success. If you want to get involved in that, it's £499. It is absolutely guaranteed. Oh, that's a big promise to what was I going to say? To successfully grow something in your school. Go check it out if you fancy it. The link is in the comments. Did I put a link in for Best Days earlier? I don't know if I did I? Have I got a link for Best Days? There it is. bestdaysvintage.co.uk. That's the sponsors, everyone. That's the sponsor. First show back, so it would. First show back. Why wouldn't I just disappear? Need to sort something. There's something technically not right at the moment with the studio. Just making it do that. We're an hour 20 into tonight's show. We've got about 40 minutes left of tonight's show, everyone. Do you fancy some news? Should we do some news? Do you fancy it? Let's have a little look to see what is going on tonight with this system. Here we go. We're back. We're back. Look at that. Mr. Jackson. The school success plan is the best thing that has happened to School Garden in 20 years. Not my words, everyone. The words of Stuart, the legend, Jackson. I really must pay him. Thank you, Mr. Jackson. I really appreciate that. It's exciting, man. It's exciting. I've got some really amazing emails through about that school plan. And we are in so many talks with different people to try and get out there a lot more. But if your school wants to get involved, then School Garden Success Plan is the way to go. Right, let's do some news quick, right? Let me get this news story up for you. Which one should I do tonight? Oh yeah, let's do this one, right? So no, let's do two of these ones. Suckett sent me this one. I don't know if he did it on his show the other night, but I loved it. It's probably not even that funny. Right, stunned gardening gran. It's not even that. It is funny, but it's not funny. Stunned gardening gran accidentally orders delivery of 12 tons of compost. Cornwall's answer to Charlie Dimmick had a large shock when she ordered some compost. We've all been there. Ordered some compost for her garden. Only for 12 tons to arrive. Oh my God, look how much is there. It's like 12 tons. How much did she pay for 12 tons? This is not compost, surely. 12 tons? Surely if you type that in, let's see how this happened. A green-fingered gardening gran is going to need some big flower beds after a miscalculation resulted in 12 tons of compost being delivered to her doorstep. I need some compost. If 12 tons of compost, right, is the same as like 3 bags, I want to know where she's getting her compost from. Jo Edwards, a full-time support worker, decided to fill her extra free time during the first lockdown last year by sprucing up a plot next to her house. As she sought to dig in on the allotment spot, she realised she needed some compost in order to fill some rose beds she'd made for her grandchildren. After trying to work out how much she would need and factoring the fact that the unit cost was lower for a bigger load, she ordered 3 dumpy bags of compost. It must have cost a fortune. However, when the delivery arrived, she was in for how much did she think compost costs? She said the amount was certainly a shock and more than she thought she had received during the first lockdown. I kept myself busy by starting the allotment you could sell the allotment. I'd pack mine up. Next to my house, which was overgrown and become a big project. So the grandma, who has an uncanny resemblance to TV gardener Charlie Dimmick. I mean, yeah, I suppose she's a gardener and she's got long hair. I suppose you could possibly. I had some time on my hands, some me time. Oh, so this is the trouble. Probably she would have been better to go fishing. And to up the allotment. As part of this, I decided to make some rose beds. Let's get into how she managed this, please, because you're literally padding this. It was quite dramatic when it turned up, and a surprise, I saw 12 tons of soil at the front of my property. Rather than let her new consignment go to waste, Jo said she would put the compost to use by making the rose beds, more rose beds than she originally envisioned. How many more? I'm gonna have to make some more rose beds. You don't have to use the extra compost. I think I've got enough for another 3 large rose beds plus 6 halves. All right. No one's Oh my God! To listeners of the podcast, there's quite a lot of compost. For listeners of the podcast, you will not be able to see this, obviously. But at the front of our home, if you were standing on the roadside, you wouldn't see through her front window. It's that. There's a lot of compost. Right, hang on. Quite a few people have had a look yet. It might take a couple of weeks to get it over to the allotment. Oh my gosh. But how much did she pay for that amount of... I'm sorry, what do people say in the comments? Someone's right. At last, a genuine human interest story rather than a load of old rubbish about overpaid celebrities. Well done, show. Well done, Jo. For shifting, she's getting big ups for it. I ordered 1 face mask. I got 25 instead. That is not the same. That is not the same. 07 tonight. 0742 357 4520. Everyone, if you want to call in about Jo's story down in Cornwall, have you too ordered 12 tons of compost? So it says he can get a ton of compost for about 65 quid. Right. Okay, well, if Stu can get a ton of compost, yeah. Let me get my calculator up, everyone. Wait there. Don't go anywhere, we are. A ton of compost for 65 quid. 780 quid, right? Are you telling me? Maybe you are. Hey, maybe you are Jo. Who? Oh my God! Imagine if she watched. Oh no! Imagine if she watched or listened to this podcast on one of our podcasts from like last year when we were planning. Oh, it could be our fault. That's going to happen one day, isn't it? Someone's going to say, I was listening to Skinny Jean on a podcast, and he said I need about 12 tons. Forgot what, so I did. I ordered it. Yeah, it was 780 quid, but he said it was what it was needed. Which town did she live in? I don't know. What, in Cornwall? What, are you going to try and Google Maps it, Suggs? I don't know. I don't know what town she lives in. She's in Cornwall, though. Somewhere. I'm not sure where. But at what point, say she did get 65, at what point did she think, oh, it's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot for 3 bags. 0742 3574 520. If you've ordered 12 tons of compost by accident, maybe you are Joe. Maybe you want to call him and explain what was going through your head. Jonathan, hello, Jonathan, how you doing, man? I can get mulch for £16 per cubic metre. In the last 2 weeks, me and my team have moved 32 cubic metres. Cubic metre. Is that like basically a cubic metre is like a one of them it's about a ton, isn't it? Is it? A cubic metre is like a ton bag, isn't it? I mean, surely not. 32. Does that work out at 32 tons? It's got to, isn't it? Still, Jonathan. Still. Maybe she did it like that. Maybe she thought cubic metre of metre's not a lot. 16 quid, though. Just pop to the garden centre. You'll see how much it is. Surely, 16 quid for a cubic. Where do you get that from? 32 cubic meters. It's about a ton bag, isn't it? It is. I think it is. Just under, but yes, it's a lot. Jonathan says, yeah, just under. It's a lot. It is a lot. 2 weeks, though. Depends how big the team is. You've got 32 people in your team, not a lot. Don't think Jonathan's got 32 people in his team. Well, what were we doing a minute ago, everybody? Someone remind me. I'm getting well. What we're going to do next week, like the reason why, usually, as listeners will know, we have a very beautiful ad break pop up every half hour. We're going to do that. We did have another sponsor. Bold at the last moment, didn't they? And so I can't play that advert. But usually we would, because I'll be talking about what I'm going to get. Am I going to tell you tonight what else I'm going to get before the end of the show from Works? Maybe I will later. It feels like that time of year, though, right? Don't know about you. I've got some awesome, which I will talk about, probably not tonight, awesome projects coming up over the next few months, probably, / year. I've got some garden projects that I'm very excited about. Some things that I'm going to build, which is very exciting. And that's why Work's going to send me some stuff. That's why I'm sponsoring this podcast, everyone. Go check out the links for that. Let's have a look. Right, I was going to do Costa tonight. I'm not going to do it because we only got half an hour left. If anyone wants to call in, at the moment, the people that could possibly win tickets is Stu, Liam, Dale. We have to. Nessa could win some. She did call in. And who else? We can't put Suggs in. That's 4 people. If you call in the next 20 minutes, you could be put into that, right? You could go in to that competition to a win. Same next week, same competition next week. There's also a chance next week, guys. But tonight, chances are pretty high. Pretty high. Yeah, anyway, so I've got some projects coming up. Let me show you. Okay, let me show you then. Go on. Come on then. Show us what you got, Lee. Let me get the Works website up because hopefully next week I'll be able to physically show you Internet's very slow tonight. Right. Here we go. Can I share this? Can I share the screen with you? 0742 357 4520 if you want to call in tonight. Final half hour of the show. Right. Let me show you. So anyway, we're gonna get our robotic lawnmower because you know I love them. Yeah. Also, let me just check the email. What's been sent to me next week because this is right. Yeah, this is what I think is really. I'm loving this. So we're gonna get a garden leaf blower, sure, a grass trimmer, and some shrub grass cutters. But one of the things we are going to get is this. It's called the Hydro Shot. One of the things I do like about Works is they know how to name a tool. They really do. It is a mobile pressure washer. All right, battery powered, yeah? Plug it in. If you don't plug it in, you plug the battery in. There's a hose pipe that goes into like a bucket of water. Pressure washer. Pressure, you can say it? Pressure washer. Look at it. I mean, you can't see it on the podcast. I know that on the audio, but look at it. What a machine. That's what I'll tell you next week. What I think of it. What I really think about it. The Hydro Shot. If anyone's tried that before, let me know. Big up to Works for sponsoring the podcast. I've now moved my dates around, so yes, you can put me in the tin to win. You never know. I have a 1 in 5 chance at the moment. I have got some other news stories. Should we go through them before the end of tonight? Let's do it. Let me do it, everyone. First show back. Feel it's a little bit clunky. Yeah. Come here. A little bit clunky here. But I'm enjoying being back. What do you reckon? A little bit clunky. I don't know. No one expected anything different today. Let's be honest. You might have heard me earlier. I said, I'm not sowing any seeds this year. It does feel weird not to sow seeds. It does. Very weird. I'm going to garden centre tomorrow now. I'll be buying some plants. You know, I always say like, don't worry about something from seed. It's cool. If you want to buy a plant, that's wicked. It's great. It's easier. It is easier. Is it funner? Is it funner? It's not a word. Is it more fun to sow from seeds? Is it more exciting, especially for kids, to see that little seed grow into an actual plant? Yes, is the answer. But to care, to care for a plant, it's just as fun, just as much fun. So I'm getting all my veg tomorrow from the garden centre. And that's just what I'm going to do this year. That's just what this year's gonna. This is what this year's gonna hold, everyone. So we're gonna find out what happens. I might sow some chili seeds next week, though. What are we in? May? We can still sow some chili seeds. If anyone's sown some, who wrote about chili seeds earlier? Someone did. Was it Liam? What positive message did Liam? Was it Liam that wrote about chili seeds? I missed it. Who wrote about chili seeds earlier? I've lost it. Lost the message. Doesn't even matter. He did write about it. I don't know what you wrote. I lost the message. Liam. Suggs mentioned chili seeds. Of course he did when he zapped him. Of course he did. But I'm sure Liam wrote something about it earlier. But I'll probably sow some chili seeds next week. So if anyone wants to sow along finally for the very first Chili Friday on a Thursday. Liam says his chili seeds didn't work. Positive chili story. I am going to sow some chili seeds next week if you fancy it. Although Stuart says, I could sell you some chili plants, 50p each, save you time. I'm probably going to buy, to be honest with you, I'm going to buy some. They're not going to cost me 50p each. But I'm also going to sow some. Just to show I can, just to show you I can do it. Just to show you I can. Right, what's this other story I was going to talk about before the end of tonight's show? 0742 357 4520. If you want to call in, if you want to zap in, then the link is in the description. Everybody, let's have a look. Another news story that jumped out at me tonight. What is the other news story that jumped out at me? Rules to avoid legal action this summer. This seemed serious. So I thought, well, it was definitely a story for us, everybody. Why is it not showing on screen? It's not showing anything. What's happening? Here we go. Garden this weekend? Maybe you are gardening this weekend. You could be breaking the law without even realizing. Sit back, ready, because I may save you from legal action. I know, right? Gardening is supposed to be fun and relaxing hobby, but you know, not following some rules, but not following some rules would result in you breaking the law. Here's what to know about gardening in the UK ahead of summer. I have no idea where this article is going to go. Few people realise that not sticking to some rules while gardening could put them at risk of breaking the law. Here's 6 of them that you should be aware of. We just said that. Gardening is usually simple and straightforward. Well, we've sometimes proved that's not always the case. But not sticking to some... I know. Legal action against you. I know that. What are the things you're going to tell me, please? Okay, spokesman. Right, can you please tell me what these rules are? Where is it? Okay, here we go. Right, brace yourself. One issue that is not widely known and can cause tension between neighbours is trimming overhanging branches. It's a question I do get a lot. Can you cut it? Can't you cut it? The rule is if the trees, branches from your neighbour's garden is hanging into your garden, you're allowed to cut it. But only within your property. You cannot lean into your garden. I thought this is obvious, right? You cannot lean into your neighbour's garden to cut the branches without permission, as this constitutes trespass. Don't even lean over. Don't even think about it. Good evening, Kirsty. Although you are allowed to trim your tree's branches, if you cause any serious damage to the tree, you would be liable in law. And I was about to say, surely this wouldn't happen. We love our neighbours, right? I do. Just on the record, I do like my neighbours. Unless they're trees overhanging my garden. They've got no trees, so it's not a worry. Another rule to be aware of is to do with planting new trees. I am planting some new trees, so this actually could be helpful. Under the Rights of Light Act, okay, if a window has received natural light for more than 20 years or more, neighbours cannot block it with a new tree. I actually didn't know that. Thinking about planting about 5 trees in my garden, so didn't know that. I don't want to get in trouble. This also applies when putting up fences and garden buildings. A neighbour could issue legal action. I mean, this is obviously happened before, right? This has happened before. On the subject of fences, we've talked about these before as well. It is important to note that these, as well as boundaries, can be difficult to resolve. House deeds should indicate who owns fences and who is responsible for boundaries, but these can move over time. Here's a question. 0742, what is the number? 0742 357 4520. Everyone. Which way should you put the fence panel? Skinging on the podcast, we have all the hard-hitting questions here, guys. Which way should you put the fence panel? Because I bought a new fence, right, a while ago, about 5 or 6 years ago. And I was called. No legal action was taken. And it wasn't a neighbour that said this, but someone else said this. I put the fence, nice side of the fence, on my side, right? I put the fence on the nice side on my side. Because I bought the fence. And someone said to me, "Oh, you're not meant to do that, you know." I said, "But I bought the fence. So why would I?" Right. So Stuart Jackson says the fence panel, the good side goes away from you, right? Ian says fence panels go to who pays the most. If I pay for the whole fence, right? So Stuart, right? I was told this, Stuart. Someone said to me. Someone said, "Oh, you should actually." I'd already put the fence in. And painted my side. Actually, it's the good side goes on their side, and I didn't do that. Right? Luckily, at the time, it was my best mate who lived next door. He's still my best mate. What? What? It's like, what's it like? It's like, here we go. It's not quite the same. It's like buying new windows for your house, right? And saying, actually, put them, can I have the outside in? Because I want the neighbours to see the good side. Is there a good side of window? Probably not. Is there? What else is it like? It's like buying a shed and putting the inside out because that's the best bit. I can't find an example. People are split on it, but let me know what you think. I'm just saying, if I bought it, surely I get the best side. Just saying. Anyway. As for the maintenance of boundaries, there is no legal responsibility to anyone to keep them well kept. Oh, I didn't know that. Unless the house deed states otherwise. When it comes to fruit and flowers hanging from trees, although you are allowed to cut them, if they hang into your garden, they still belong to your neighbour. So you must throw it over the fence. I have heard people do that. I wouldn't do that. Just saying. I wouldn't do that. Therefore, after cutting them, your neighbour is allowed to ask for them back. However, you must not throw them into your neighbour's garden, as this is considered fly tipping. All right, don't. When I said just chuck them back over, I was joking. All right, I was joking. Similarly, with fruit that's fallen from your neighbour's tree into your garden due to the wind, you must give them back to your neighbours. It still belongs to them. Surely not. The sixth rule to be aware of. Oh, we're on to the final rule already, everyone. It's to do with hedges. If a hedge grows along the boundary between two gardens, both neighbours are responsible for trimming it. The same rule applies to trees that grow along the boundary. It's a lot about boundaries here, isn't it? So basically, if you don't want to fall out with your neighbours, just don't do anything. Isn't it? Just, Yes. Well done, Liam. Liam said he had the nice side. Good one. Sug says, if it's shiplap, the shiplap points out to the neighbour. No. If I didn't say it was the right way. Stuart says, I didn't say I did it the right way. We're rule breakers. Kirsty says, in my deeds it says if you replace the fence, the next door has the good side. I didn't even know this was a thing, guys. Luckily, I've got nice neighbours. They just were happy with a strong fence. The other fence was falling down. So those are the 6 rules that you should know about. I mean, a lot of them, I thought that story was going to be a little bit more juicy than just issues with your neighbour. My neighbour let me cut a hole in the fence for the hedgehogs. So There we go. They probably thought we've got the rubbish side now, so might as well cut a hole in it. Hedgehogs, guys. Look after them. 15 minutes left to go. I am going to give it another 10 minutes. If nobody calls in the next 10 minutes, everybody, if no one calls in the next 10 minutes, then either Stu, Liam, Dale, or Nessa. Let's turn it. I'm going to have to put these into a hat. I've not got a hat tonight. Right, let me write this down. Right. So, Stu, you could win tickets tonight to Gardener's World Spring Fair. Liam, God, I can't wait to go to it. I cannot wait to go to a garden show. Liam, you too could win tickets. Dale, seems unlikely because you're my brother, but due to terms and conditions, I can't actually not enter you into the draw. And Nessa, you too could win tickets. Beto says he can't get on the streaming. Well, month and a half, nothing changes. Doesn't matter. Right. One of the things that we're going to do next week is we're going to watch Costa. I want to get Costa on the show. If you're new to the show, you may not have seen me watch Costa. Oh, Kirsty, good question. What do you need to do to win tickets? Just need to call in. Tonight, all you need to do is call in the show. Preferably not a prank call. And you can go into the draw to win tickets. That's all you've got to do. Right. Come on, Lee. Unblock Ian. I've not blocked Ian. Love Ian. I've used Ian on a lot of my advertising for the show. But even Ian Beddoes is back. It's so funny that I got a couple of emails with people saying, "Oh, we're really missing the crew." And Beddoes and Jackson and Suggs all got a mention. Really miss them. Even Sean. I know. So there we go. Right. Where was I at? Okay, yes, you win tickets if you call in. We've got another 5 minutes and then I'm going to draw it, okay? Then I'm going to draw it. I cannot wait to go to a garden show this year. I do want to get back into garden, and I feel like today's show is the thing that is really going to kick that off for me. It's been a real over the past month or so. It's been a real slow progress into getting back into it. And I really don't need anything to trigger me to fall back. Oh man. Hello, mate.
Made it on the phone. Can't do it on the iPad, but I've got it on your phone.
Oh, brilliant, dude. Mate. The hair is getting longer.
You like the COVID haircut?
We can go to hairdressers now.
Yeah, but the queues were massive, so.
Well, you're not going to believe this, Beddoes, but this do that I've got on my head right now, I've become a hairdresser.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the other half did it.
No. Oh no. DIY jobby, mate. That's one.
Really? Thought Olive might have done that. It looks about that.
How are you, mate? You good?
Fine, thank you.
What's been going on? I've missed you.
Yeah, not a lot's been going up here.
No.
It's too cold. It's too wet. It's went dry. Then it's gone wet again.
I bet you've had more rain than we have.
We've had a lot of hailstones this last 2 days.
I've seen this on people.
Sleet and snow.
Yeah, I've seen this. I can't believe it. Snow, hailstone. I was like, surely not.
Surely yes. It's been rough.
Oh man, what's I what's on the Ian Beddoes list of gardening things this year, mate?
What do you think? Peas and tomatoes.
Peas and tomatoes. It's been. I feel like we've been doing this for. Well, we've only actually been doing it for a year, but peas and tomatoes seems to be the thing.
Yeah, I got lettuce in, rhubarb in. Oh, I think 7 trays of peas sprouting up at the minute.
Did you ever sort your grass out?
What? The seed you sent me?
Yeah. Did you ever actually use it, or is there still a mound of soil in the middle of your garden?
Nope, I have been using it.
Oh, and is it now look like a bowling green?
No.
Oh,
No, some of it is starting, but some of it ain't because it's the wet patch, so it gets a lot of water.
oh, you should just put a pond there, Beddoes.
I used to have a pond.
What happened to it?
Got rid of it when I got kids.
Oh, I thought about it before. Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't impressed.
That's a shame. We could bring it back now, mate. Can you?
Well, I could, but I gave it a mate of mine, and he's got it in his garden. So
Oh, okay. I thought you might have filled it in. I would have just been lazy and been like, I'll just fill it with soil.
no, it was a plastic one, so it went to his house, and he did it for a while.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Has anything else been going on, Beddoes? Why are you selling the motorhome, Nate? That's what everyone really wants to know.
Because t'other half has bought a static caravan just outside Malaga.
Oh, really?
So she doesn't want to drive 9 days to get there anymore.
Well, I can't blame her.
2.5 hour flight and she's there.
Yeah, that sort of makes sense, I suppose.
Plus the fact it's probably cost me $3,000 to have it parked up for 12 months.
Oh, you don't have it like parked on the driveway?
No, it's not on the driveway. It's in a coach park. It's too big on the driveway.
Oh, wowzer. Oh, okay.
It's the size of a bus.
Oh, well, Liam says, how much are you selling it for? Because he wants to buy it, I reckon.
80 grand will do me.
There you go, Liam. 80 grand. So I'll share your details with Beddoes, and if you want to buy it, then there you go.
It's going for an MOT next Tuesday. I ain't selling it without an MOT.
No.
So go get it done.
There we go. Is it really worth 80 grand?
Well, I paid 95 for it a couple of years ago.
It's like a tour bus.
And if you want a new one, they're 199 grand.
Ooh. Yeah, I think I'll pass for now.
I bought it specifically to drive to Spain, to Malaga, where my dad lives.
Right.
We've done that, brought it back, went into lockdown just before we were going to go back again.
Yeah.
So it's been parked up on since. We went to Chester in it, which is what, 60 miles away? It's done it in the last 12 months.
It seems quite an expensive bit of gear just to go to Chester.
Yep.
Oh dear.
The thousands I spent on it as well. Not only the 95 I bought it for, but all new TVs in it, all new leisure batteries, new inverters, tracker.
Yeah, it's that's the thing, matey. Well, I was about to say we'll try and sell it on this show. Probably won't.
Don't worry about it. It'll go. I've got 3 people messaging me at the minute want to buy it. So
one of them's probably Richard Suggett, I would have thought. Matey, thanks for calling in. We're gonna shut down the show in a minute. You've just got in just at the right time to get into the draw, though. So,
well, that's what I say. I'll come down in the car and book a hotel.
Perfect. There we go. We'll keep my fingers crossed for you, Mr. Beddoes. Lovely to see you, my friend.
It's great to see you back.
I know, right? But you've got to wait a whole week now to see me again.
No.
I know.
You should do at least 2 a week.
Let's see. Let's see what goes. I'll just do you just a private one. All right.
All right, I'll do fine.
Bedos, nice to see you, man.
Okay, cheers, mate. Bye bye.
All the greats on the show tonight. Thanks, Bedos. That's 5-2, everybody. Right. I think I saw Michelle try and chirp in at the end there. If you did try and get in tonight, we are going to do another ticket giveaway. Feels like a big ticket giveaway tonight. Next week. Stu, you are going into the hat. Congratulations. Liam, you are going into the hat. Dale, due to terms and conditions, I must put you in the hat. Nessa, you're going in the hat. Oh, there's a few calls tonight. And Ian, you are going into the hat. To head to, everyone. Kirsty said she's going to try next week. Go on, Kirsty. To head to Gardener's World. Everyone. Gardener's World Spring Fair. Here we go. I don't know if anyone's put anything in the PayPal tonight, but if you do put in the PayPal, 50% goes to the Brain Tumor Charity, everyone. We're not got a hat, just a hand. Right, we're going into the hat, everyone. And the winner, I can't really look. I'm like looking at the names. The winner of, God, I don't want to look. It is Ian. Shouldn't have favourite. Ian tonight has won those tickets to Gardener's World down in Bowley. Everyone, maybe you take the £80,000 tour bus with them down there, and then maybe me and Suggs can sleep in one of the rooms. I can only imagine. Suggs goes, "Oh no, not Ian." Well done. There's another chance to win them tickets next week, everyone. I cannot believe we've done a 2-hour show tonight. A 2-hour show. We're going to build up a little bit. I do want to try and do a 3-hour show. I don't want to push it too far with that. We'll try and get a 3-hour show in next week, if you fancy it, and go until 10. But for tonight, we're going to wrap up for the first episode back. I want to thank our beautiful sponsors, everyone, of the show, works-uk.com. If it went really quick, right? Suggs, really quick. works-uk.com for those tools. Next week, I should be able to show you some of them tools. They're getting delivered in the next week. Very excited. Very excited to get that robot lawnmower on the go. I'll let you know how that goes. I'll be plugging that in next Wednesday for sure. Best Days Vintage. Look cool. We didn't really talk about Best Days too much. Look cool while you're gardening. If you want to go on there, they do some great things. I've not massively talked about it tonight, maybe because first show back went in 100 miles an hour. Didn't really get round to some of the stuff. It's been going on the past month and a half, but sustainable vintage, feel good print, and positive well-being, the things they are doing for mental health as well is and are incredible. Go check them out right now, bestdaysvintage.co.uk. And the School Gun Success Plan. That's right, the School Gun Success Plan is available right now. If your school wants to get gardening, then that is the place to go to. skinjeangardener.co.uk/school gun success. And finally, if you want to get your brand to sponsor the show, it literally it couldn't be easier. Just get in touch. lee@skinjeangardener.co.uk. How about it? How about it? Oh, that is literally dot on 2 hours. Thanks so much for sticking with me. No, Bedos. Thanks so much for sticking with me. It's great to be back. It's great. If you're listening to the podcast, thank you so much for all your messages. I know a load of you are watching. A load of you listen as well. Did get in touch while I was away, and I really appreciate it. It made a massive difference to my day. So thank you so much for sticking with us. Fancy sharing the podcast? Please do, everyone. Please do. Good day to you. Good night, whenever you're listening. I really appreciate you. Much love, and until next Thursday. You're beaming positivity and radiance. You look amazing, mate. What just happened? Hey, mate. Or, right, I love singing, right? So I could be a singer, you could be a backing dancer, band. Oh my God. Oh, I know this. Oh, guys. Right. Oh my. Oh, right. We're just going to have to go off script for a second. Absolutely idiot proof. Oh my gosh, Danny. Forget it. Get out of here. That was unexpected.